Well, when it comes to knowing what's going on in your own backyard here in Lake Tahoe, you don't want any gray area. So tune in the Tahoe Today Show each and every single morning at 7 o'clock. We go all the way till 9:30 with weather, road conditions, and more. See you then.
Yes, I'm here in Carson City at Carson Home Furnishings, and I'm talking with Blane. And there seems to be some pretty cool new things in here to check out. I'm pretty excited.
We've definitely got some new stuff. We've really been defining our line here, trying to kind of listen to what our consumers are actually buying and trying to kind of invest in more of that product for our floor.
Yeah, you gave me the impression that people are looking for quality over either quantity or just ready-made things. Like they're really looking to step up and have something that has longevity and style and real heft to it.
Well, I think we've all bought things that we kind of feel like, man, I wish this would have been a better experience, or I wish this would have lasted longer. And I know price always has something to do with it, but you know, what we're starting to see is we're starting to see a lot of people that have already made those temporary purchases or purchases that aren't going to last as long, and they're actually wanting to kind of more invest and look at their furniture purchases as an investment, kind of like we used to do back in the old days. You know, people would buy something, they'd buy it once, they'd have it for a long time, and they'd pass it down like an heirloom, you know, to their family or to, you know, somebody else that could use it and enjoy it. And that's kind of what we're kind of focusing on, you know, within our stores, to try to get you stuff that's really going to last.
Right, and if you actually break down the finances of it, if you buy something, maybe it's a little bit more expensive right now, but if it lasts an entire lifetime, as opposed to having to replace that 3 or 4 times over a lifetime, right? So that's
the whole idea. Is just I think, you know, for quite some time, I think we all kind of got hooked up in, like, you know, the best price on something, but the best price on something doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a great product or built great, you know, to great specifications or have longevity, you know.
So speaking of being built, you guys are very conscious of having things built in the United States.
We are, you know, we really pride ourselves on that. You know, we're here in Carson City. This is kind of like the home of the Patriots, and that's not a football joke, but you know, there's a lot of patriotic people here that really want to, you know, invest in this country and shop, you know, within the U.S. And I happen to be one of them. And you know, I think one of the best things we can do is really, you know, flood our floor with products that are made here in America.
I love it. Okay, so let's talk about this beauty behind me.
Okay, so
give me the skinnies. Good story.
All right, here it is. So this is made by a company called Green Gables. They're based out of Illinois. It's a 3rd-generation company. The great-grandfather started it, and what they've been doing is they've been actually tearing down barns and reclaiming the woods and then making furniture out of it. Neat thing about Green Gables is that it's historical barnwood. So when you do buy a bed from Green Gables, or if you buy a table or any sort of furniture from them for that matter, they leave the saw cuts on it, so you can actually tell when it was actually milled. So circular cuts are about 160 to 200-year-old barnwood, and if it's a bandsaw, you're looking at about 125 to 150 years old.
Oh my gosh, fascinating. All right, thank you so much for your time. You guys need to come check this out. It is stunning here at Carson Home Furnishings in Carson City. Back to you.